and welcome back to the Shop Like a Pro webinar series. Today, you've made it. We're at episode 5. This is the final episode of the series, and today we're going to talk about staying on top of your spend using the business analytics tools on Amazon Business. I'm Bill Sinise, and I'll be your host today. Let's go ahead and jump right on into it. The main tool that's going to help you stay on top of your spend with Amazon Business is going to be our business analytics tool. And within that, you're going to find a number of different features, and I'll take you through those in just a second. But at the top level, you're going to have the opportunity to view detailed order history, build and download custom reports to make it easy to track your spend. That's orders reports, shipment reports, credentials reports. We're also going to show you how to visualize your spend and optimize your savings. Let's go ahead and jump right into the website where we can start looking around. So I'm logged into Amazon Business, and you're going to get a unique look today because I'm using my own Amazon Business account as a Amazon employee. I have access to Amazon Business as well. So you're going to get to see my own shopping history here. And thankfully, I'm not going to share anything too embarrassing. So what I'll show you here is how to first get to business analytics. And with most things on Amazon Business, you're going to start by going under Hello Your Name, account for your business. And you're going to go ahead this time, and we're going to choose business analytics from this main drop-down menu. That's going to get us into the front page of business analytics, where you're going to see that from the period of January to March 2024, I've placed a total of one order on my account for $75, and I saw a total savings of 17 cents. Now, if you do very little shopping like I do for business, you're going to see something similar to this, where there's not going to be a whole ton of detail. But if you're someone who does a lot more business shopping, you're going to see a lot more information here, and you're going to get to see some things that'll actually help you guide how you do your shopping. For example, you'll get to see what categories of spend your shopping falls into. You'll be able to see your comparison of year over year by quarter where your shopping breaks down. You'll be able to get a little bit of a breakdown of your spending within buying policies. So if your company has given you policies to follow, you can see how you're doing at following those. You can also get a quick breakdown of your spending with small and diverse sellers. So was your purchase made from Amazon? Was it made from a third-party seller who meets one of those designations to make them a small or diverse seller? And you can also then, click into more detailed reports. I'm going to show you those here in just a second. If you also have any recent orders, the data here will show up for that as well. So a number of things that you can do and see just right here from this front page. Now, you can also toggle here and change the time frame from the current quarter to one of the past 3 quarters and change the data that you see that way. You can also now take the next step and dive a little bit deeper into the data and start looking at those reports that I mentioned. The first one that I'm going to show you here is called a reconciliation report. So if you do shopping on Amazon Business and then need to go ahead and do expense reporting or other reporting up the chain to show your spend to others or to get reimbursed for spend, you're going to want to pull a reconciliation report. The first thing I'm going to do here is use the time period toggle to pull up the past 12 months, because again, I haven't done any super recent shopping, but you'll see now that I do have some orders over the past 12 months that are going to show up here. And from this screen, I can pull a number of different pieces of information. I can see what cost center it was charged to. If there was a department or a GL code, I would see that here. I can see that it was purchased using my procurement platform. I can also see that my location was chosen here as one of our business order information fields. So the different business order information that your company has set up for you to enter at checkout flows through to these different reports. Additionally, on this page, under the order ID here, you can actually open up a printable order summary that will give you more detailed information, including where the order was shipped to, what the actual item was. I'm not going to open that on this end because it would show my contact information. And while I'm okay sharing my orders with you all here, I don't want to go any further than that. So we're going to continue forward under our reports here. The next one here is going to be that orders report. Now, the orders report is where you're going to find all the detailed information around the orders that you've placed. Again, we're going to let it load, and I'm going to start off by adjusting that time frame so we actually have some orders to look at. And you're going to see now again, this time it's going to give me that same order ID where I can pull that order summary, but it's going to give you more information around the price that I paid, the tax, the net total, whether the order was canceled or went forward with what it closed would mean that it actually went forward to completion. You can see that it was me who placed the order. You can see my email address if you need to get in touch with me. You can also see, again, the specific items, and I can actually from here click into those items and see what item was purchased. And again, the category, the class, the commodity, the brand, the manufacturer, all sorts of information about the orders that I've placed can be found here on this screen. Now, I'm seeing all the orders that I placed. This is also a great feature for the admins on the account, because as an admin on an Amazon business account, you see all this information, not just for yourself, but for all of the other users on the account who have placed orders. So for admins who are looking to track purchasing on their account, looking to check up on specific orders, these same reports work for the admins on the account to see everything, all of the purchasing that's taken place. Now, this is a ton of information. Maybe it's a little too much. We can go ahead and start filtering the information. Maybe we're looking for a specific order. We can look for it by any of these different drop downs, group, user. Again, as an admin, if you're looking for an order placed by a specific user, you can go ahead and narrow down to that. Or maybe it's the number of columns that is too much for you and you want to go ahead and narrow that down. You can also do that using the adjust columns and actually start reducing those specific lines that you're seeing on the screen here. You'd go ahead and submit that to update your view. And then the other thing you can do, which is something I prefer myself, is you can actually generate a report which will then create an Excel document that you can download, and you can see all of this information in a little bit more easy to digest format. And again, if there's a ton of information here, meaning way more than the 5 orders that we see on the screen right now, that can be really helpful because it makes it much easier for you to visualize the information that you are seeing. Whereas this screen, there's a lot of scrolling involved. Excel, to me at least, makes it a little bit easier to manage that data. And here, I'll show you what that file looks like here. So once you've downloaded your data to Excel, again, you'll get all those same line items, but here it's a little bit easier, if you ask me, to go ahead and adjust the views to see that data much more closely and actually be able to see what you're looking for, find what you're looking for using different features of Excel that make that, to me, again, just a little bit easier. So we'll go ahead and jump back into the site. So in addition to the reconciliation and the orders report, there's also a shipments report. That one is going to differ from the orders report because it's going to show you the item's shipping status. Was it delivered? When was it delivered? That kind of information is going to show up here on the shipments report. Let me go ahead and again adjust that time frame so we can see the information. And you'll see that what it's going to show us here now is when these orders were actually delivered. So expected shipment date, shipped, delivered, and expected delivery date. So you can actually then go ahead and verify where the item was shipped to, when it was shipped, when it was delivered. You can continue down and look into returns. This is obviously going to be a report of any returns that have been made on the account. Same thing for refunds. Related offers, I don't have any of these on my account. I took a look earlier, so I knew that that would be the case, but that would show you any offers related to items that you've purchased. So if you've purchased an item and there was another option that may have been a better option price-wise due to an offer, those would show up on that report. Savings report is going to show you, and I can show you here, I did have one item, I believe, that showed a savings. So I'll again adjust that toggle to the 12 months. And this report is going to show you any savings that were achieved on items that you purchased. And you'll see here that on 2 of the items that I purchased, there was a business price on one that saved me 17 cents. And there was a custom price on another that saved me $2.04. So I do have some savings on my account, even though I've made very little purchasing, very few purchases. But you can see that from the savings report. And then the last one here is going to be the credentials report. This one is where you can view those different credentials that your purchasing falls under. So if you have an initiative within your organization to do more purchasing from small businesses, from women-owned, from minority-owned businesses, this report here will help you see if your Amazon business purchasing is achieving those targets already. So you'll see here first and foremost the compliance, company compliance column. I have a couple of my purchases that were preferred. One of them was preferred because it was climate pledge friendly. The other one was preferred because it was a small and diverse business. Those are settings on our Amazon business account that we have chosen to help steer purchases in the direction of specific types of sellers. So you'll see that I did find items that met those criteria, and it does tell you the specific category. So climate pledge friendly, carbon neutral certified by the SCS Global Services, and then of course what that policy was. And if we continue over, you'll even see who the seller was that qualified for that policy. And you can see a little more information here. Like, for example, this preferred small and diverse seller was a veteran-owned small business, a registered small business, and an 889 certified small business. So a number of different things that qualified there. So this report, again, is great if you're looking to show your organization the benefits of the shopping that you've done on Amazon Business. And again, as an admin, you can pull this same report for spend across your organization to show the overall spend that is being attributed to small businesses, diverse businesses, climate pledge friendly businesses. So a great way to, again, track and manage your spend to make sure that you're optimizing it towards your company goals. If your initiatives are to do more spending in that way, we could, of course, set up guided buying policies to help direct spend more closely in those directions. That would be where you'll see those preferred policies like I showed on the report there a second ago. Those can be set up using guided buying policies. The last thing I wanted to show you here is the Insights tab. And on the Insights tab, you're going to have the opportunity, again, to optimize your spend to meet your company goals. So in this case, it's showing you my holiday gift that I chose for myself this year, past December, as part of a Amazon Business holiday gifting program, where we were given the opportunity to select our own gift instead of being given a gift card or a pre-selected gift. And I thought that was awesome, and went ahead and chose myself a set of bocce balls to use with the kids this summer in the backyard. But it looks like there was an opportunity maybe to meet a company policy, potentially some savings. Let's take a look at what it was this time. It looks like it was an opportunity to purchase from a veteran-owned small business, a registered small business, instead of a non-credentialed seller like I did. And in that case, it looks like the price would have been a little bit higher, but I would have been supporting a company initiative. So it gives me the opportunity here to weigh that out and see, would I like to add that item to a list? Is this something that I purchase with frequency? Is the price really close, and does it meet a policy that I care a lot about? If so, I could add that to a list and make it really easy for myself to find this better option, this more company aligned option in the future. All right, so I'm going to jump back into my deck a second. Let's go ahead and slide. So that's all that I had to share with you today about the business analytics and the ways that you can optimize your spend on Amazon Business. If you're ready to get started, go ahead, use the QR code on the left to find your way over to Amazon Business, open up that business analytics page from the main dropdown, and you're good to start optimizing your spend. If you have any questions or if you'd like to learn a little bit more, use the QR code on the right to request a demonstration, and someone would be happy to work with you and show you how to start optimizing your spend on Amazon Business. Once again, I'm Bill Sinise, and this has been the Shop Like a Pro webinar series. I hope that you now feel like a pro when you shop on Amazon Business.